Good morning. We are here today at Collegio Magno for our presidential debate. And on my left-hand side today, we have Gabriel, who is a Republican, and on my right-hand side, we have João, who is the Democrat. And the issue we will be discussing today is, should same-sex marriage be accepted in society? And we will kick off today with our Democrat, João. So you have 3 minutes to make your first argument, João.
Okay, thank you. So, as you may know, many advanced societies already have accepted same-sex marriage, and we should do the same. This is an outdated subject and should have already been surpassed. People should be free to love who they want, and the government should stop minding LGBTQ people's business. Also, love is a human right, and no one should be able to obstruct it. According to the website amnesty.org, the United Nations Human Rights Council already passed in 2011 a resolution focusing on LGBTQ issues, and it's extremely important to the United States and for its worldwide image to follow it. This resolution includes some important suggestions that all countries should consider. Also, not only the happiness would increase in US, as also it would boost the economy since the government can obtain money from direct and indirect forms of taxation. For example, not only there is a tax for all the bureaucracy of marriage, as there are also some indirect taxations for services and other products, like clothes and food that are consumed in future marriages. Nevertheless, according to the New York City Mayor, Michael Bloomberg, gay marriage had contributed over $259 million to the city's economy only in 2011. Finally, gay marriage is already protected by the US Constitution, since the 5th and 14th Amendments state that no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without the due process of law. So, trying to prohibit the right of any US citizens to marry, including same-sex couples, is unconstitutional. Now, I end my thoughts with a question for you. Same-sex marriage is already recognized as a human right internationally. Why do the United States, as a symbol of one of the biggest economies around the world, should still be stuck to an old-fashioned way of thinking, if that only wastes our time and burns our image with the progress? Don't we need to move on and let people exercise their free willing? That's the end of my...
Okay, thank you, João. Gabriel, you now have 3 minutes to present your first arguments too.
Okay, thank you. Prohibiting same-sex marriage will stop with the destruction of the fundamental figure of the family, since the maternal and paternal figure is indispensable in the development of a child. The union of two people often happens through the love and things in common, but as well as all know, the basic reason for the union of two animals, humans, is the mating that results in reproduction. Analyzing the biological side, not sentimental, a woman's zygote to be formed in the womb is necessary a gene from the father and a gene from the mother. Not two genes of the father, even two genes of the mother. So the need for reproduction is one fact that we can identify that prejudices society in its growth and development. There were no successful cases were related to the born of a baby from a man's belly, only in case of transsexual people. Through the perspectives of John Bowlby and Donald W. Winnicott, famous scientists, these two guys studied the importance of the interaction between mom and baby for the human development and all the benefits of the attachment and care provided by the relation. Another important fact is the woman breastfeeding. Once the baby needs all the nutrients in the milk and also the great bond created while the baby is breastfeeding his mother. Knowing all these facts, we can prove the importance of a female figure in a marriage. Without this figure, the baby can be prejudiced in many ways, affecting his future. The patern figure is also essential in a marriage, while the patriarch of the house, with the growth of his son or daughter, have the importance to teach them some important values of life, increasing their knowledge and contributing to their cognitive and social-emotional development, according to the research made by the National Academy of Sciences. So now, a challenge for you. a child created in a family with two mothers or two fathers would be easily integrated at her social ambience, like school, for example. Don't you think he or she would suffer some bullying because of his or her parents' marriage choice, having bad impacts of his or her growth? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Gabrielle. Now, you will also have 1 minute now for your counter-arguments and rebuttals, okay?
We all know that every woman has the right to choose his or her sex preference and with who they want to get married. But we need to consider this fact once everything about civil rights were first specified in the Bill of the Rights many years ago, and also what's imposed in the US Constitution nowadays. But the parents influence a lot the child's choice since his or her childhood. Once she or he doesn't have conscience to judge what's better for them, and in the fact, the child has the right to choose what she wants. But with her parents influencing her since she was a baby, or he was a baby, it's a little bit difficult to choose by herself once she has her rights. And I'm done.
Okay, thank you. Right, so now, João, you also have 1 minute for your rebuttals.
Thank you. Okay, so firstly, besides all the technical terms you used in your first argument, you basically said that the main reason for marriage is biological and for reproduction. If we think that way, infertile or heterosexual couples shouldn't be able to marry too. There is no sense of prohibiting someone from marrying just because they can procreate. Many heterosexual couples decided that they don't want to have children, and that is totally common. The meaning of marriage is to seal up the love of people and show their love and affection for each other. Also, seeing your third argument and answering your challenge, some researchers show that children raised by same-sex couples have scored around 6% higher than the general population on measures of general health and family cohesion. That means that same-sex family relations form better parents and a more stable family, full of love and prosperity. It's also totally inaccurate to say that gay marriage prejudices children. And I don't believe that children will suffer from bullying, because once the culture is changed, there won't exist prejudice with anything related to same-sex relations. That's the end of my rebuttal. Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys. You both had very good factual information there. Gabrielle, you made some good points about the institution of marriage. However, I did like João's rebuttal to that, especially what you said in terms of the generalizations about gay couples as well. So good factual information and good logical arguments, Gabrielle. However, I think the rebuttal secured the victory for João today. So well done, João. Well done, Gabrielle. Thank you.